Hey everybody, it's Caleb over here at the Dallas office once again with Jenna, and we're back to do some more Dallas office debates. You ready for this one?
Oh yeah, bring it on.
It's gonna get a little scary. Today's topic, are clowns more funny or scary? Jenna, your thoughts?
Well, I feel like it could be either or, but I'm gonna actually go against who I feel like are the majority of people and say that they're actually funny.
Funny. You gotta give me some reasons, because I think they're pretty scary.
Okay, so reasonings. First of all, it's all about how you perceive clowns and in what environment they are in. For example, when you're a kid going to a circus, you see a clown dressed up with a super huge smile. That clown looks completely different from it. For example, those clowns, the way they do their makeup, they're all happy and bubbly. They make animal balloon figures, hats. They paint on other people's little kids' faces, which they find that so fun and amusing. You get a clown for an anniversary and they pop up with flowers out of nowhere, or they honk their little red horn and the kids go, heh.
So you're saying it's the surroundings that make a clown either funny or scary.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta go the whole Jack in the Box argument then. That is a toy for children. The intense music builds the anticipation, and then pow! How is that not scary? It's a child's toy. That is scary stuff. That's not funny. You just traumatize a young child. So I mean, the Jack in the Box clown is on the scary side. Gotta get that.
It can be scary maybe the first time because it throws them off guard, but at the same time, it's also how the parents react to them, assuming that the child's playing with a toy around parents. The way, for example, a kid falls down and they're crying, or they fall down, they get hurt. Before they cry, before it hits them and they process what just happened, if the parent comes running over like, "Oh my gosh, are you okay?" then that's when they register like, "Oh, I need to cry. It hurts." But if the parent just comes over calmly and is like, come on, sweetie, it's okay, then they're just gonna perceive it as more of, it's calm, it's okay. So it's the same thing like with a toy. How you associate it? Do you associate it with being scary? Like, are you doing that when the toy, at the same time that the toy box opens up, or are you doing it and then it pops open and you're like, oh, that was so funny?
I see your point there, and again, it's the surrounding, it's what the parents do, and I get that totally. But you see a clown. Let's take out the surroundings, because you can't just put a clown in a circus, because it's different than a clown just on a sidewalk.
Okay.
Just a clown standing there, motionless.
Now that
it's not doing anything. It doesn't have any weapons in its hands. Just standing there, motionless.
In my defense, any person that's standing there dressed up or not and not moving, I'm a little worried. I'm just gonna step back and not approach them. But yes, again, it goes back to how I feel, how they do their makeup and how exactly what clothes they're wearing. I feel like, to be honest, there is the debate between silly and scary, but at the same time, I also feel like they're on two completely different levels.
And I know that movies that have been put out there, and there's that stigma of some people going crazy as clowns or insane clown posse.
Magnets, how do they work? The nucleus has protons, which are positively charged, and it has neutrons, which have no charge.
Whatever that was back in the 90s. But I just, you see a doll, just a little old doll that has a creepy clown face on. Just sitting there in the chair.
I think at the same time too, like when you're younger, for the most part, you find clowns funny until you get older and you can understand the difference. Like a kid who's innocent, seeing clowns for the first time, they're not gonna think, oh, that, you know, they might not understand that those clowns are scary or not.
So where's that cutoff line, you think?
You know what, I need to think about that. Because I mean, if you give a clown toy to a little baby, they're not gonna know really the difference.
I agree.
Like maybe 6, 7, it just really depends on the child.
6 to 7, okay, so 6 to 7, no more clown gifts.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I know most people live well beyond 6 or 7, so expanding that is gonna have a lot more in the scary category. It may not be full on terrifying, but it's either uncomfortable, not a fun toy, and scary. It gets worse and worse and worse as the older you go. And people are going to be living a lot longer than 7 years old.
Yeah, that's why.
So my argument is that overall, in a lifetime, the clown's going to end up scary than fun.
I can agree with you with that. Like I said, I think it just kind of changes at anywhere between the ages of 6 to like maybe 10, just again, depending on how you get exposed. But I do believe clowns start off silly, but they do tend to find their way to becoming scary.
Yes, and I'll give you a little bit of meet in the middle. There's that kind of that 7 to 10 where it's kind of lame. I wouldn't want to, the 9, 8, 7, I don't know, 10-year-old, and your great aunt gives you a clown doll.
Yeah.
And then you just put it there at the side of your bed because your mom said you had to, and it just stares at you at night.
Yeah. Yeah, I can agree with that. I can definitely agree with that one.
Well, I think we found some common ground. This was definitely an interesting one, so thank you for that lovely Dallas Office Debates.
Yes, thank you.
That wraps up another Dallas Office Debates. Can't wait for more. Stay tuned.